Hi, welcome to my weekly outlook for the currency market. Today's a public holiday in, or it's a bank holiday in America and Europe, so volatility is going to be down. I did take a short on pound US dollar at the end of this video. I'll show you why, and so I hope you enjoy the video, and let's see what the markets bring us for the rest of the week. Thanks. Okay, let's start off with US dollar CAD daily. As you can see, we have a trend line coming from the top. I cut some of the spike highs off just to get a better trend line, but I didn't close on the other side of this line, so you had some touches there on this daily trend line, and we had some little false breaks there, and it spiked back underneath the line. We have got this blue line here is a 100-day moving average coming down here. We have a 20-day moving average coming along here, and then you see a little spike there. That used to be a resistance in the past over here as well, and now this is going to become support when it gets down there. So this is a nice area of confluence. We must probably get a little bounce here, and then maybe attack this trend line and get through it. So what we would want to do is that, remember, this is a daily, it might take a few days to happen and materialize. If we do get a break here of a daily candle close on the other side, we will be longing this currency, and there's parity 1. So I think that's where we're going. We'll move up from here and eventually get there to parity. And it used to be some nice support in the past and resistance. So once we get through here, that will be the next level where they'll aim to take the market to. That is now we will be looking to go long on a daily, and if we look at maybe taking a short, then I will put a line in a 4-hour, it will be better. But when you want to get below this confluence area, once below there, then you can short it down to a fib level again. So let's just go to a 4-hour and let's have a look there. Okay, on the 4-hour you can see all that little false breaks it was above that line on the daily, and on the 4-hour we got a nice trend line here. We had a nice points there which we could connect, and if a market can get through this trend line, I'm just scared it's going to do something like that and then continue up through there. So the first time I will really look at a short is below this line here, which is those points there and there again. It will definitely take a bounce from here, so I would rather let it bounce, and it might come from here and then get through there. So it can either carry on up or it can start coming down, and once below this a close, maybe on a 4-hour below that trend line, there's not much in it, because your 37% retrace lies right underneath it. So one short, first will have to tighten your stops up when it gets to 37, and hopefully it will take this out and keep moving at least to the 62%. So that is what I'll be looking for. So long about this daily trend line with a daily close, and short maybe below this level here. We have got a little bit of, if you take that point there which was there, if we take that point there which was there, and this high here, that whole high there was basically this levels here, then as you can see we are now getting our divergence here. If we connect those tops, I'm not doing it with a straight line, but you can see it, and on the histogram we were going down as well. So there is divergence on this currency, and this will kick in. If we can get below here, then that will maybe be a good short, because you've got good confirmation on the MACD as well. So I'm going to look at other currencies. I'm not going to pull them all to pieces like this one, it will take too long, but just to show you more or less the sort of things that I'm watching and what you can watch and learn through it, is to where to go long or where to go short. So let's look at another currency. Alright, here we got the US dollar yen. We took a short during the week with a break of that trend line over here, and got 55 pips out of it. Unfortunately, there was only one lot on, so I couldn't take some off and leave a runner in. I still feel that we're going to get here to the 79, 80-ish area over here. And what I would want to do is, I'll zoom in a 4 hour now, and if we can get back to this trend line, do something like that and get a nice candle info there, and that it wants to come down to go like there to that trend line, then we can short it over there again. If we get a close above this line here again, then maybe draw a wedge in here and most probably from the top around there, put a trap in it if it moves between here, and then if it breaks out to the top there, then you can go long. And if it retraces back to this daily trend line here and get some 4 hour candle info for a short, maybe a bearish engulfing, dark cloud cover, anything like that, then short the 4 hour to get to that level down there again. So that's on the US dollar yen. Another pair I'm watching is this Aussie US dollar, which is actually a nice currency to trade if you can get into it. On this daily, you can already see on the histogram, you see they're making a higher low, although you didn't do it yet. There's that low and there's that low, so you are getting your divergence here on the histogram, and it has broken the trend line, so I'm quite sure we must probably get at the end of the day to 1-1 again. But let's first see our 4 hour. Okay, here on the 4 hour, you can see we made a low there, and then we made a low there, and we made a low here, but that low is sitting there, that one there is sitting there, that one there is basically sitting here. And look now on this MACD, it's giving you bullish divergence, and over here you could see it also kicking in on the histogram. So this is it working itself out now. On the 4 hours it did break this trend line here. I was looking at it, and I think that when this happened and that big candle happened was while I and most of you most probably were sleeping, so that's why I missed this long there. So to get onto this trade now, the best would be is to wait for it to maybe come back at some stage, retest this trend line, and then get a bounce here, and then that will be a first target. This blue line here is a 62% retracement of between that point there and the swing low here. The 62% retrace, which will make a great first target, but this market has got to pull back somehow. Now right here and there and there, we've got some support kicking in there, so even if it comes back, it might only go to there. So I'll watch it, but the perfect scenario is for it to come all the way back here and get a bounce there, and then take a long on it. Everything else looks good on the MACD, and we just got to wait and see what happens. Alright, and here we've got the Euro Pound 4 hour. Here on the histogram, we've got divergence so far, nothing on the MACD line, and we've got a nice 4 hour trend line, which we still got a bit to go before we get there. But what I'm looking for here is maybe going up here, getting trapped in this corner, then a break there, which at that stage will go long. First target will be here, which is this is the 37% retracement between the swing high and swing low, so that will make a good first target. Then obviously this 8835 would make a target again because of this big resistance there. It was resistance there, and as you can see a lot of times in the past as well. So something will happen here at that line, might even short it if we get good candle info there, or daily candle info, for the retracement back before it goes up and attacks this line, and which I think will happen. It might even get a bounce, something like this, back to the 37, which will act as support, then through, and then eventually right back up to the 9,000 level, which was this high there, and which will be the end target before it starts with a big retrace down again. So for euro pound, break above here for long, and basically a break below here for short. So we make a triangle there. I must draw proper lines in there. And we also, if it does keep going now, we've got a nice little shoulder there, we got a head here, and there's another shoulder, and even just a break here or that line there would give you a nice head and shoulder break, something like that, which will make this bounce. It will come back, test it there, and then break through. So what you can do here is maybe on the break of this trend line here, you sort of put, because that's where your stop is going to be, down there. If you want to have bigger stop, it's still better than down there, and try to go along with one lot here, stop down there, and see that you make it stick. And when it gets through here on candle info, add say another 1 or 2 lots, then you already got a nice one in early, and you can add more to this trade. That's I normally do it. So you can be conservative and wait for this break, or be more aggressive and start putting something in here with a break there, and then add some more with a break there, making this your first target and second target. So let's look at something else. Alright, and then I'll just end here with a pound US dollar, which I shorted this morning. And the reason for a short was that the market was right against here previous resistance level. If you look back on this 4 hour, a lot of times it acted as resistance there. There you can see it again, there and there, all over. So there for a couple of times it couldn't get through. So this is a 6500 number, which is a round number, which also carries more weight. And as you can see, the market's been going up from here all the way up to the top there. So it's already by all means on a 4 hour way overbought. It's due for retracement. You have on your histogram, you are getting some downward movement here. We haven't got divergence yet, but the other thing also is that this green line here, which I've drawn here, is your 62% retrace level of that last swing high there, and this swing low here. So this is 62% retracement. So you got the 62% retracement, you got a round number, and in the past used to be big support and resistance level, and you're overbought here, and you would expect at least a little bit of a bounce back. Maybe if you fib from there to there, draw a fib, at least you want to get back to the 37% level here. Or if you look back and you get nice, there's a point there and the point there, and maybe around there. So this level around here seems like a good level to where pound can go back to. And if it does want to continue, then from here it can bounce and start doing its normal thing, going up again. But I would expect a retracement from this level at least. If it closes above this level here, then we can start looking at the long, and if it goes from here, bounces through there, then you can expect it to carry on moving up further. So this is quite a fairly high probability trade that can work. This sort of trades you got to take. Otherwise, I don't know what you're waiting for, to put it that way. And we just got to sit back and see how this trade works out. Unfortunately, because of this holidays today, I expected this to go more sideways than have any direction. And but that's the reasons why the pound was shorter this morning. And that's it. And I hope you enjoyed the show video. Thanks, guys. Just a little note while you're reading the disclaimer, I had to cut the video a bit short because of time constraint on YouTube, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of deeper insight of how I look at the currency pair and maybe learn something from that. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.